Chris here with another quick tip for you all. In this video, we are going to take a look at these new paints from Citadel, the new technical gemstone paints. Now, these are typically geared towards the painting the Eldar gemstones, but with these colors here, you'll find that as you use them more often, they have more than one use. For example, because the transparency of these colors, they can go on top of clear plastics, so good for doing canopies, fire prism crystals, anything like that. These would do the job just nicely. They also come with the new Stormhost Silver. This paint here is a brighter silver than Runefang Steel, which I think is an added plus. As I'll here grab a little bit onto the palette. And so I'll just grab a little bit here, and I will demonstrate really quickly as we lay a little bit onto the palette. And you can see covers just as well as any other layer paint does. And then really quickly here, I'll grab a little bit of Runefang Steel. This normally is the brightest silver you can get with the Citadel colors. And you see even the Runefang Steel has just a bit of a darker tinge to it. And so even this color here will sit nicely on top of Runefang Steel. It's a really nice addition to the paint line, I think. Now, the whole purpose of using this metallic, this really bright silver, is so that all the light in the ambient, in your game rooms and whatever, just whatever ambient light is around, captures and bounces back the color, whichever color you're using. And so it's really what this paint is for. It is not for achieving gemstones that are done in the traditional sense, where they have like a bit of a translucency to them, or like a simulated translucency to them. This is to give you more of like this radiant type gemstone effect. It's almost, they almost glow on the model, and which is a really nice effect. It's very different, and I personally like the effect that this new paint range kind of gives you. And so really quickly here, let's take a look at how the colors perform on top of basically a grayscale. And so really quickly here, I've just printed out this quick little grayscale here. And the first color we'll take a look at is the Spritstone Red. And just to give you guys an idea on what this color covers, as you can see, when you lay it down just onto the paper itself, you can see how you can get varying colors. At first, it looks like any other color. You know, when you layer it up, it gets darker. When you spread it out more, it gets thinner. But really, where this color does shine is when applied, you know, across a gradient, like so. As you can see here, it does cover on top of everything from light grays and whites all the way up to black, and you see the black shines right through, staying predominantly black, and you get all your color variations inside there. And so again, these are really fun colors. And so that's the red. Next, I'll show you the green. Before using the paints too, always give them a good shake. Just good habit to be in. Should always shake your paints. And so with the green as well, you see how, again, if you let it build up, it stays really dark, but when you spread it out, it gets really thin. And of course, when you're playing with on top of how they intend these paints to be used on top of like a metallic base, you can see that you know, you get some really interesting effects. But of course, what it was designed for is sitting on top of other colors, not being a color onto itself or standing alone by itself. And so on top of the grayscale, you can see again the black stays very black because again the transparent nature of it, that most of the basic tone is showing through the color. And very bright tones allow the color to stay quite bright. And you see the white here, it stays very bright. Again, really fun color. And so with the blue, again, really nice. Soulstone Blue. Typical Eldar names on these colors. Here I'll show how it looks spread out over white. Again, you can see much darker pigment in this one. But again, when you spread it out, you build it up, it stays dark. And you spread it out, it gets really light. As you can see here, again, you can just fan this stuff right out. And of course, over a grayscale, You can see, again, over Greyscale, the black stays very black, and as you get brighter and brighter tones, more and more the blue becomes apparent. Very, very fun stuff. And so really quickly, that's just a demonstration of how these colors work. They go on transparent, and they are a perfectly transparent paint. They will sit on top of the clear plastics and allow light to completely shine through them. And so they are useful in other regards other than just the gemstones in which they're advertised for. And of course, these colors are like Citadel paints. They are very heavy-bodied paint. As you can see here, they're very thick looking, just like regular Citadel colors. Another a fun thing that can be done with them as well is they can be mixed, as I'll just quickly demonstrate here. We take a little bit of the blue, and we'll take a little bit of the red. And when you mix yellow, or when you mix red and blue, what do you get? You get purple. And so really quickly here, we have a purplish tone, as you can see there. And again, you keep more red in there, it stays a little bit more magenta feeling. But as you can see, again, with just these three basic colors, you can create other ones, get a little bit more mileage out of these colors. And yeah, again, a lot of fun. Here we go, purple right there. That's a lot of fun. And so are these paints necessary in your paint line? No, probably not, because you can probably get away with some of the same effects using the regular kind of Citadel paints, but these do make life a little bit easier in a lot of regards as to finding transparent paints and things of that nature. And so I definitely would recommend them, especially even just for the Stormhost Silver, or if you're going to go for the other metallic lines and get the Stormhost Silver in that paint line. But either way, Stormhost Silver is a really great color. It's nice and bright silver. These other transparent colors, yeah, you're not going to be using them all the time, but I think they're a great addition to your paint arsenal. And so are they worth picking up? Yeah, I think so. I really like them. They work well with each other. They flow nicely. They were consistent with how Citadel colors feel. The same consistency, the same heavy bodiedness of the acrylic binder. The layer paint is really, really good. I like it because it's a nice bright one. Whenever I need a really bright silver, I've always been going to Vallejo's metallic medium to get a really bright silver. But in a pinch, because it's a little easier to get my hands on the Citadel stuff, I might be using the Stormhost Silver a lot more to get those final edge highlights on bright silver points. So yeah, I think the paint line is a pretty darn good one. I would recommend it. I've been having a lot of fun using it. I'll probably be doing some of my Eldar with this gemstone effect, just because I like the way the luminance of the gemstones look, rather than going with the traditional transparent kind of effect on them. But yeah, that's my thoughts on these paints here. I definitely would recommend them. We've got even more painting tutorials in the Silver MiniWarGaming Vault. You can watch another one today about how I conclude my look at various uses of these new gemstone paints. Just click the link in the video description below and watch it right now. If you don't have a MiniWarGaming Vault membership, you can click the link and sign up for a free 7-day trial. Make sure that you sign up for the Silver membership so that you get access to painting tutorials, and you'll get instant access to over 1,000 painting tutorials already in the vault. And so thank you for watching. Happy wargaming.